Hello. Basically, this video will be titled My LSD Experience because of course it is the story of my LSD experience. Anyway, it's about a week ago. Oh yeah, before you wonder why my face isn't fully in the camera, it's because I don't particularly want to show my face when discussing a topic like this. But anyway, I bought, start off with 2 tabs. 8 quid each. People say that's a little overpriced, but at the end of the day I still got hold of some, so happy about that. Anyway, I got up really early on a Sunday morning, and I walked into the local park before dog walkers got there, and ate the 2 tabs. I was hoping to sort of, wait there the whole day, but that just fucking fell to shit, that plan. But anyway, so after a while, nothing was happening with these 2 tabs, and I started walking around just the village that I live in, and basically I went to a different set of woods, a different park on the other side of the village or town. It's suburbia, and something started to kick in. I started to feel a little bit different, and my vision was slightly affected, but I don't exactly know how it was affected. I think everything was just a little brighter, and then I was walking back along. I thought, right, I'm gonna go home and just sit in my room all day and fucking enjoy the trip like that. So I started walking home, and on my way up, I was stroking my face at all times and saying, "Oh, something. I'm not high, but something's not quite right here." And I was repeating this quite loudly. So I was passing dog walkers who were all trying to consciously avoid me, and I was walking basically along, and then the worst part of the whole journey, walking home, whilst on the up, was that I had to pass a church. And the problem with this church is, it's a church, and they were just having end of morning mass, and so when I was coming out, I was walking along really strangely, talking to myself, and all of these people were coming out of the church, and they were just like looking at me and fucking glaring at me because I was fucking, well, I could tell I was high on something. Anyway, I got home, and I went straight up to my room, which is where you are now in this camera video, and I shut the blinds, like up here. See, there's a blind, sorry, window's not open, but you can see made my room quite dark, and I basically I shut the window and the blinds. I'm leaving home, it's a nice day, but and I went in and it was incredibly dark, and so I lay, which you can't see this, but behind you there is my bed, which is double bed in the middle of the room, and I just lay on that, and from there I can pretty much see the rest of my room from there, and I was looking up. At first I could see, like, the door slightly sort of moving, and it was sort of going a bit like this, and bending in various ways, and then I looked over to my wardrobe, and I looked in. I have a red Hawaiian shirt in there. There's no door in the wardrobe at the moment. I said a red Hawaiian shirt, and I just saw that sort of pattern shifting all over the wardrobe onto my other shirts and stuff. Actually, I'll show you that. Actually, no, I won't. But what happened was, eventually, I then I sort of looked around, and I saw my bed was sort of shifting, and the whole roof was. It looked like the roof was caving in. But through all of this, I knew, this is just a hallucination. You got nothing to worry about, which was weird because apparently that's not what you're told, and everything you see is real. But I think I'm a living proof of that isn't quite true. And eventually, like, I went through, and then I went downstairs again because that was in the light. Weirdly enough, there wasn't much I didn't get many hallucinations in the light, and when I was in the light, it looked reasonably normal. I was laughing hysterically, but I managed to get my parents to, my dad. I managed to get my dad to make me a nice bacon and egg breakfast, and basically, I sort of, you know, I went back upstairs to my room after this, and sat on my chair looking at my bed. My bedding, my duvet, didn't have a cover on, so it was all white and in like a pile on my bed. But it just started. I looked at it, and I think this is where I started peeking. Um, I was listening to the Doors, by the way, Strange Days and the Doors. Those two albums, they're great. They were great albums to listen to while on LSD. Anyway, I was looking at the duvet on my bed, and it started moving and changing things. It was pulsating, sort of thing. Then eventually, I just started looking at one corner of the duvet, and that eventually just started turning into various faces of people who looked shocked, random creatures. And then at one point, I believe there was even a clown's face on it. And looking at that for a while, and I looked at like I looked at the metal frame on where the headboard would generally be for bed, and that was sort of melting into the wall. The bed was sort of melting up and down. And eventually, I just thought, I've heard that it's strange to look into the mirror. Well, it's quite cool to look. It's quite scary to look into the mirror on LSD. So I thought, I'm gonna bite the bullet. I know the rest of this is, looking. I know the rest of this is just the trip. So I'm sure that the mirror shouldn't be that much scary. So anyway, I went into the bathroom next door, and there's no lights in there. There was no light on. There's no windows, so there was only a small amount of light that was getting in through the cracks around the door, and oh, that was just fucking strange. And basically, the problem with that was that I was looking into the mirror, and at first my face looked normal. So I thought, no, this isn't supposed to happen, is it? And then it changed into like my eyes and stuff just. I think I swear, like my eyes were just shifting around, and my mouth was just like moving up to where my eyes were, and it was just like my face was turning into a Picasso. But then I looked away and looked back again, and my face, the shape wasn't changing, but sort of the shades and tones were, and like I looked at it at one point, and I'm sure my face looked like it was a sort of. I'm sure we all know those. We've all seen those sort of China, you know, terracotta soldiers or whatever. It looked like my face was turning into like something like that at one point. Then eventually I just thought, you know what, screw that. Just thought that's just getting a little bit scary now. So I just thought, okay, I went back into my room, and I enjoyed the rest of my visuals, which from that point started to go downhill a little bit. But basically, like it was incredibly good. But of course, I'm not advocating it because drugs are bad and okay. And but yeah, essentially, for me it was good, but for you it'll suck because drugs are bad and okay. And yes, that's anyway. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not even sure how to fucking conclude it. See you later, guys. Ooh, I didn't know you could do that. Just put my thumb over and it's creating all kinds of weird colours. Cool. Right, see you guys.